What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have another nice NBA Saturday slate. We also have a big college football slate, so make sure you guys are in the Discord if you're not, and I might just drop a free college football play. Link to the Discord is down in the description. Taking a look at yesterday's free picks, or yesterday's picks in general. So the free picks ended up going 2-1. We ended up missing, who was it yesterday that we had that missed? It was very close. I do remember that. So it was Tyrese Maxey, 2.5 3-points made. That was the one that missed. So Maxey had 2 threes. He shot 2 for 11, the one that missed. Unfortunate, it did chalk our slip with a hook. We also had OG Anunoby, who ended up being a reboot. So we had Anunoby, 6.5 RA. Norman Powell went way over. He was free, almost cashed at halftime. Anunoby had 3 RA in the first 5 minutes played. He would have been so free, man, and I'm so disappointed that we didn't get to see that cash. But it is what it is. OG was a reboot. We did cash this over here on Chalkboard, or not Chalkboard, but Underdog. It's a 25% profit boost. This one ended up being a void for OG, and then Wagner and Sabonis ended up cashing the slip. So it ended up being $250 to pay like $380. Not much profit. I'll take my $130 profit on the slip, though. It was a low payout anyway. I was kind of just doing this for fun because they had such a low line for Wagner on points. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to run this, do like almost a double up, and just play $250 on it. And I did. It cashed us out. We had the Lakers and the Rockets in a parlay. I did tell you guys in the video yesterday I was going to run that. I ran it. I put $250 on it. It cashed us for $400. We had Butler and MPJ. $250 for $500. That cashed us out. We had a nice little 4-man on sleeper and then another 3-man on sleeper as well. I will show you guys our parlay list, or our pick list. So this is all of our plays from yesterday in one list. So you guys can see the props went very, very good. We only missed one prop and then a DMP. Unluckily, Maxey just happened to be a free pick. Of course, that's the one I give. So the only prop that missed, Maxey. Then we had a DMP for OG Anunoby. Sports books went really, really bad. I had Louisville for college football. They lost by 1, missed 2 field goals. So that should have been a cash. Spurs were up like 8 points with like 2 minutes left. Gave that game away. Lost by 1. That should have been a cash. And the Sixers just got beat outright. So money lines didn't go the best yesterday, but the player props were very, very close to us sweeping every single pick. So hopefully we can do that again today. That would be awesome. Had a good day yesterday, and hopefully, like I said, we can continue it through the weekend. I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of our VIP. If you guys do want to get have a chance at winning free VIP, just leave a like on this video, drop a comment, and if this video gets 250 likes, I will randomly select a comment down in the comments to win free VIP. So picking our winner from yesterday, drum roll. Winner is going to be for Teasy the Hitman, who said, love this channel. Well, Teasy, my man, I really do appreciate you. Send me a message on Discord. I will get you added for that free month, my man. And if you're in the Discord already, I'll add the free month to the end of your VIP. But I do appreciate the love and support from every single one of you guys in the comments. If you're a hater, appreciate the hate sometimes too. Sometimes it pisses me off. I talk a little bit of trash back in the comments. I mean, usually it goes unseen, but I do talk some trash back in the comments for fun. It keeps me entertained. But anyways, if you guys do want to join our Discord, like I said, link to the Discord down in the description. If you want to get every single one of my picks, every single play that I post, you can get a list like this. So I do provide this list, and I provide you guys with the exact slips that I play. I give you the exact plays on every single app. You can see Chalkboard, Prizepicks, Underdog, Sleeper. Our mods are down below. We got our elite membership that's right here. We do a play of the day and some courses, bankroll management, stuff like that. But anyways, if you guys do want to get this list, you can make your own props or make your own slips. I have people do 6-mans all the time, post 4 or 5 plays on a slip that I didn't post, and they cash out, man. So that option's there. Everything's in the WAP. Link to the WAP is down in the description, and just let me know if you need help getting signed up, and we'd love to have you guys a part of the community. So we're going to make this a little bit faster, guys. Not a great slate, I'm going to be honest with you. We got some ugly games in here, and we got some potential injury news we need to pay attention to. So I'm giving 3 player props. And I'm going to give you guys some money lines as well, but you guys are more than welcome to do what you want with the information that I give. If you want to fade it, if you want to play the reverse, you do your thing, man. But anyway, the first game we have is going to be the Grizzlies taking on the Cavaliers. We got Cleveland minus 470 odds, 11.5-point spread with a 238-point total. Public betting has 77% of the money on the Cavs. 83% of the money on them covering a spread, and then 73% of the money on the over on this total. This game, looking at these teams, man. So obviously the Grizzlies struggling. They're on a 3-game loss streak right now. Just lost to Boston, lost to the Knicks, and then lost to OKC in back-to-back games. Cavs just lost to Toronto. That was at home, and they had a fully healthy team. Toronto just come in there, took their candy, and left, man. Toronto's looking good. They did beat Miami the game before that, and then lost to Miami the game before that in back-to-back games versus Miami in Miami. So Cavs team, obviously, one of the best teams in the league. There's no denying it. If you look at this Memphis team, a little bit beat up, got a lot of injuries. They do have Zach Edey, who is questionable. Maybe he plays. I don't think he's played a game this year. If you look at Cleveland, Cleveland is going to be missing Darius Garland. Garland's sitting. Strauss is obviously still out, and then Jalen Tyson is out. So this team going to be missing Garland. Does make it a little bit more competitive. 11.5-point spread is pretty high, man. Like, I honestly could see the Grizzlies covering this spread. I do think the Cavs win at home. Cavs are just a better team, in my opinion. They are 8-5 right now. The season hasn't looked as good as I expected them to. But overall, man, I think this Cavs are the better team. You could take Cavs money line at -470 if you really wanted to play that line, which I highly don't recommend anybody do that. But if you wanted to play the spread, man, Grizzlies at +100 at an 11.5-point spread, I mean, there's some value there, in my opinion. I think the Grizzlies could keep this game semi-competitive. But this one, for me, I will not be putting money on this game myself. I'm just giving you guys if I was going to, what I would do. But this game is a fade for me, not touching it. The next game is a fade for me as well, just because the Pacers look so bad, man. The Raptors should win. Raptors at -260. I would definitely parlay that with something if I was going to play it. I'd play like Raptors with maybe... You could do like OKC -4.5 or something versus the Hornets team that probably gets stomped. So you could do something like that, get some value here. But overall, like, this game's not really much you can bet on. You can do props. If you look at Toronto, obviously they don't have very many injuries. They got a couple questionable players. If you look at the Pacers side of things, Pacers are missing a lot. Halliburton's out. Matherin's out. Naismith is out. Obi Toppin's out. Like, they're missing a lot of stuff, man. And they've just been getting hammered, dude. Phoenix just blew them out by 40 points. Phoenix? Like, the Suns are not that great of a team, man. I'm not saying the Suns are bad. They've been looking pretty good this season so far for the team that they have, but I don't think they're like one of the better teams in the league, and they just blew this team out. They got blown out by the Jazz. They got blown out by Golden State. They're getting blown out every single game, man. So it's very hard for me to trust this Pacers team in any way whatsoever. So I'm thinking they might get smacked again tonight. I don't know. Maybe they come out here and get a dub versus Toronto. I don't think so. It's Toronto money line all day for me. But you guys are more than welcome to take that risk at +250 because there is definitely some value there. Any NBA team can beat any other NBA team on any given day. You guys know how this works. Sometimes some of these teams come out here and just shock the world. For example, the Hornets are +1,000 on a back-to-back. Played an overtime game yesterday that was very, very tough. If the Hornets won tonight, that would be crazy. But it's probably not going to happen. But it could. You never know, man. You never know. Some of these OKC players could come out here and have horrendous games. So you always got to keep that in mind. You are gambling at the end of the day. If you don't have the funds to lose, do not gamble, guys. I'm telling you that right now. If you don't have disposable money that's almost like a hobby type money, then don't do it, man. If you want to go spend this on a video game because you're hurting that bad, then don't put it on sports betting either because it's not going to be something that you can just guarantee is going to win. I'm just throwing it out there. So it is a roller coaster, and there are ways to prevent yourself from losing. But overall, like, the gambling journey is the gambling journey. So if it's something you can't control, then definitely don't get into it. But Raptors, I like the Raptors in this line. Got to fade this game, man. I just think Charlotte gets blown out. It's hard for me to trust them. In the game they played last night, LaMelo's still questionable. I'm pretty sure Brandon Miller's still out. We can take a look here. Wiggins and Jalen Williams. Dort's questionable. LaBall's questionable. Kalkbrenner's questionable. Josh Green's obviously. Brandon Miller, yeah. They're just missing everybody, man. They just had like a 180-point total versus the Bucks. Yeah, 181 versus the Bucks. I can't trust them, man. Can't trust Charlotte to keep this game close even at home. So I'm just gonna have to fade this game unless I took OKC in like a parlay or something. That's the only thing I could justify myself doing. Or maybe an over on like a total or something. 226.5 isn't super high, but maybe about the total down, something like that. But Nuggets versus Minnesota. I mean, Nuggets versus the T-Wolves. One of the better games on the slate. The next two games are actually good. These are the two games that I'm actually like, you know what? I want to put some money on these games. So let's talk about them. So we got the Nuggets plus 117 on the road versus the Timberwolves. Timberwolves are 2.5-point favorites at 234.5-point total. This game right now sits at 67% or 68% of the money on the Nuggets to win, 59% of the money on Nuggets to get in 2.5, and you got 66% of the money on the total on this game going over. So taking a look at these two teams, man, both teams look very, very good. The Nuggets are on a 6-game win streak. The Timberwolves are on a 4-game win streak. Timberwolves just beat Sacramento at home. The Nuggets just went on the road versus the Clippers and smacked the Clippers by 14 points. So Nuggets looking good, man. I will say the Nuggets are missing Christian Brown. They're missing Cam Johnson. And then they got Jokic, who is also questionable. This is a big for this Nuggets team, in my opinion, especially Jokic left wrist sprain. Now, I will say Jokic has fought through injuries pretty much his entire entire career. Like, he plays with a hurt wrist. I'm pretty sure it's his right wrist usually struggles with. So he's played through these before. I don't think this is something where Jokic just sits because his wrist is a little bit sore. Now, if his wrist is potentially like actually hurt, then I could see them sitting Jokic. There's no point in him and Joker playing and risking injury. But as of right now, I'm thinking Joker's going to play. I don't know the full extent of this injury, so I'm going to assume he plays. You're getting good value with the Nuggets right now anyways, because the Timberwolves are on a back-to-back. They played last night 110 to 124 versus the Kings. Pretty decently close game. Starters played majority of the game, so I'm pretty sure they did anyway. I can check their minutes here in a minute. Actually, let's do this. We'll click Julius Randle because he probably played the most. We'll come over here, look at his minutes. Yeah, 32 minutes last night. So these starters are probably going to be a little bit tired. They are playing at home again, so obviously they're not traveling or anything like that. The Nuggets are the one traveling, but the Nuggets haven't played in 3 days. So Nuggets on plenty of rest. If Jokic plays, then we got a good chance that the Nuggets can come out here and get a win on the road at plus money. So I did lock in the Nuggets for plus money. This is a risky game. If Joker sits, then the T-Wolves got a pretty good chance at winning this game. I'm not going to lie. Now, I think it stays competitive regardless. But for me, what you can run, you can either take the Nuggets for plus money if you want to risk it, if you think Joker plays and think they get the win, which I kind of do. And then you could also take the Nuggets at like plus 9.5 points on a spread. So I'll tell you what I got, what I'm probably going to do. So we got Nuggets spread, and then you could play like the Lakers spread and take the Lakers for like plus 5.5 or something with Nuggets plus 9.5. You could play those together and get pretty much even odds on the play, which I hint probably did. So I'm not going to show the slip, but maybe I locked that in already. But anyways, I do like Nuggets in this matchup. I think it's going to be good for props. I like Randall here. I like Ant-Man here. I like Jamal Murray here. I like Aaron Gordon in this matchup. That's 4 players you could potentially look at some of their props, and I think they do step it up. Next game we have is the Lakers taking on the Bucks. Right now, the Bucks are plus 117 underdogs at home, plus 1.5 on the spread, and a 229.5 total. And I just told you guys the Bucks had a big 180-point overtime game versus the Hornets. Barely won versus the Hornets. Lakers are on a back-to-back as well. Let's take a look at these two teams. Right now, 71% of the money's on the Lakers. 71% of the money's on the Lakers covering the spread. Then you got 60% of the money on the over on this total. Looking at these two teams, Lakers just played a pretty close game versus the Pelicans, 118 to 104. You can look at Luka here. Look at how many minutes he played. Luka played 40 minutes last night. So Luka's on tired legs as well. You can look at AR, same thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 39 minutes. Very, very tough game versus the Pelicans. Same thing for Charlotte. I mean, not Charlotte, but the Bucks. You got to look at Giannis, man. Giannis played 40 minutes last night. Both these teams, tough games that they played last night, and what could have been easier opponents. So now the Lakers are on the road, coming back to Milwaukee. This is going to be a tough game for them. Now, I think the Lakers are the better team. We got Giannis and friends. Giannis is not questionable this game, so as of right now, he's said to be playing. LeBron's obviously still out. Gabe Vincent's out. They got pretty much the entire lineup we started with from the beginning of the season. I do like this Lakers team better. Giannis is a freaking monster, but so is Doncic, man. We got 2 really good players right now. Both teams are looking good. Lakers have won almost 70% of their games. Bucks pretty much the same way. If you look at these two teams on the road and at home, the Lakers have only lost 2 games on the road. Bucks have only lost 2 games at home. So this is going to be a good game, head-to-head data that we have from these teams. So all games, you can see no games are from this season. The last 2 times they played, the Bucks have beat the Lakers. So we'll see what happens tonight. I do like the Lakers here. I'm going to be running the Lakers on the road. You can get them at minus 108 odds right now. I locked them in. You can also get the spread. So you can take the Lakers plus 6.5 with Nuggets plus 9.5, and it's like minus 120 odds. You can do that if you want. I did that. I put $250 on it. It pays like $450, so it's $250 to profit $200. If you want to play it, you can do that. But anyways, that's what I got for money lines, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about some player props. Like I said, I'm doing 3 player props. I'm going to probably play these in one slip as a 3-man. May throw in another prop, but let's go ahead and take a look at these player props for today. Before we jump into them, I do want to say, guys, if you want a free month of our VIP, you can sign up for any partnered app down in the description. You can get up to 8 full months for free. We'd love to have you guys in here. I love seeing new faces in the community. Just don't come in here talking junk to people because they talk junk, but it becomes a mess. Anyways, we have a great community, man, and we'd love to have more people in there. So if you want to join, sign up for a partnered app, let me know, and I'll get you in for free. But anyways, let's talk about our first pick of the day. So the first pick of the day that I have is going to be for our man Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell for Cleveland. Cavs playing versus Memphis. I told you guys I think this game could stay pretty competitive, mainly because the Cavs are I almost said on a back-to-back. They're not on a back-to-back, but they're missing Garland. That's what I was going to say. Cavs are missing Garland. Obviously, this leads to a lot more shot opportunities for our man Mitchell. So Mitchell's points line is sitting right now at 24.5 for a 1.4x on parlay play. Now, this is one of those boosts. I saw this boost, and I was like, that's a dang good play, man. I have to play it. The boost kind of like baits me into some of these props sometimes. But this is a good line, man. 24.5, you can't beat it at all, really. If you look at Mitchell at 24.5, he's catched it 8 of 11 games this season. He's averaging 30 points per game. Has some games where he's getting over 40 points versus Philly. Head-to-head data versus Memphis, he had over 30 points his last game. If you come here and just type out, go with games without Garland, we can come here without Garland. And you can see he's catched it 6 of 8 games, 75% hit rate, 30 points per game on average. He's averaging 19.1 field goal attempts per game. Some of these games he's getting mid-20s. You can even take out Garland here. He had one game where he had, with Garland playing, 28 field goal attempts, man. Like, he's shooting a lot of shot volume. 25 points for someone shooting 25 shots is not a lot of points, man. He's hooked this twice. This should be 10 of 11 games cashed. So, anyways, I like it a lot, and if you want to play it, you can. But anyways, looking at the matchup for here, the Grizzlies give up 21st in the league in terms of points allowed, 121 points per game. If you go to the guard position, 29th to shooting guard lineup, we got our man Donovan Mitchell playing the point guard according to their lineup stats. Obviously, it doesn't really matter that much. I kind of average it out to the guard position. It doesn't matter about defenders and things like that. But overall, to the guard position, they're giving up, what is that, 29 plus 17 divided by 2. So you got 46 divided by 2, so 23. So 23rd in the league in terms of allowed to point to the guard position overall. We come over here to Donovan Mitchell, click him on Props Madness, and take a look at the shooting chart here. Shooting chart looks perfect. Everything is green and yellow. This does not get better in terms of a shooting chart. You're never going to see full green, or very seldom, maybe versus the Wizards to a center or something. But overall, you're not going to see very many charts like this. It's the perfect matchup for our man Mitchell, getting him at a 1.43x. It's a very good promo in my opinion, and I like it a ton. Jumping into our second pick of the day, who we can pair with this one. The first one's going to be for our man Aaron Gordon. I told you guys I think Joker plays. If Joker does not play, this line goes through the roof. His points line right now, you can get at 14.5. He has cashed it 5 straight games. He's cashed it 7 of 10 games this season. He's cashed it 2 of 4 games versus Minnesota. He's getting got a matchup versus Julius Randle. Randle does not play defense. We know that. They're missing Brown. They're missing Cam Johnson. Jokic questionable. If somehow Jokic sits, 15 points for Aaron Gordon is not that bad. We can go and look at games from last season. He cashed it 48% last season. But you can go to games without our man Jokic. Jokic didn't play 4 games last season, and in those 4 games, Aaron Gordon averaged 25 points. He put up only 14 field goal attempts per game. He's got around 5 threes, 6 free throws. But the dude putting up some big numbers without Joker. So you got to remember that, guys. If Joker plays, he can still give us 15 points. He's done it in 5 straight games. He's averaging over his last 5 right at 20 points per game. So he can definitely give us those points. It should be a close game. Aaron Gordon has bit me in the butts once this season already. He had 14. I took him versus Portland, but I do like this line again for Aaron Gordon. I'm going to give him one more chance. If he chalks me tonight, especially if Jokic sits, if there's no Joker and Gordon chalks me tonight, he will go on my list of do not play this player. So you can get it for 1.37x. The value was a 1.4x. It's actually come down. This was over a 2x a minute ago. You could put 250 on this to win 490 right now. You could probably get better value on Prizepicks. Let's take a look. So Aaron Gordon at 14.5 points. And then we can play that with Mitchell. Actually, it's probably not going to be better than Mitchell because Mitchell's is a boosted play. But it does give us right at a 1.8x. So even if you don't want to play it on parlay play, you can still play it on Prizepicks and get some pretty good value here. But that being said, Aaron Gordon's matchup. Let's look at this really quick. I know I'm tabbing out. I saw a comment about trying not to scroll so much. I am trying my hardest, guys. I'm kind of all over the place when I do these videos. My mind goes one direction, my hand goes the opposite. So I'm trying not to scroll a lot, trying not to click through these tabs super fast. I'm going to try to do a little bit better. Sorry about that if it does bug you. Anyways, Denver versus Minnesota. We're going to scroll down to Aaron Gordon, and the matchup here is orange and yellow. So not a great matchup. He shoots 41% under the rim against the bottom 10 or top 10 defense. Same thing for the three-point line. He shoots a lot of threes. Going against the top 10 defense in this regular threes, wing threes, whatever you want to call them, the corner threes, he is going against a pretty good matchup. He just doesn't shoot very many shots from corner. Anyways, Aaron Gordon here is a good matchup in my opinion, and I like it. So I'm going to be locking him in. You can fade it if you don't like him, and you can just play this instead. The next play that I have is going to be for our man Julius Randle. Randle has been a beast with and without our man Anthony Edwards. You can get his PRA line on Prizepicks at 32.5. At 32.5, our man Randle has cashed his 10 of 12 games on the season. You got an 83% hit rate, and you got a great matchup. He's averaging 39 PRA per game. Look at these 40s, man. Last 10 games, everything is almost 40 PRA per game. Head-to-head versus the Nuggets, he's cashed 4 or 5 games. He has one game this season where he had 34 PRA. Almost every game last season, he cashed this line. Obviously, Ant-Man playing the Ant-Man has been out of some of these games this season, so you can go without Anthony Edwards. You can see 4 games he missed. Our man Randall was averaging 40 PRA, so Randall stepped it up. They are on a back-to-back. They are going to be tired. If you want to play RA or something for Randall, I wouldn't blame you, but he's putting up 30 points a game almost every game, so it's hard for me not to at least sprinkle in some of Randall's points, especially when he's putting up over 20 points per game versus the Nuggets as well. I'm looking at the Nuggets PRA defense. They do give up. They don't give up very many stats. I mean, top 10 in every category. If you go to power forwards, it's just as good. Small forward is not quite as good, and then to the center position, they give up a lot of stats to the center. So overall, the center is going to be this place where you can get the most value. Jokic is potentially out, and or not Jokic, but I don't even know why I said that. I'm looking at the Minnesota versus the Nuggets, not as the Nuggets, but you got Gobert. Obviously, I don't trust Rudy that much personally, but I do like Randall in this matchup. Randall's hard to guard, and I do think he comes out here and gives us 33 PRA. Now, I will say on parlay play, you could not get Randall at 32.5. So Randall, you had to either play at 29.5 or 34.5. 34.5 is his original line. You can get this for a 3.5x for these three, and it makes it good value. Or we can just play this as a double up, and we can throw Randall on another slip on Prizepicks, which is kind of what I'm leaning. So we'll pull up Julius Randall here. If you can get him at 31.5, honestly, I'd probably take that too. But as of right now, 32.5 is the best value. So yeah, 32.5. This gives us a 2.75x. So you could get rid of one of these. You could take Mitchell out, Gordon out, throw in like Jamal Murray for points or something if you really wanted to do that. If you wanted to swap it up and get Murray at 18 points, it's probably pretty free, almost a double up there. But you guys can do what you want. You can play this with your favorite play on the day. Murray, any line that you want to lock in gives you a 2.5x if you play an original line. You can throw it in with a demon play, 8.5 field goals made right here, 2.75x. You can do what you want with this play, guys. I just think Randall gives us 33 PRA. If you don't like any of these plays, fade them. That's what I got for today, guys. Lock them in. Hopefully we have a good day. Join our Discord if you haven't already, and I'll go ahead and show you that I did lock this in live so you guys can see it. We got right here Donovan Mitchell, Aaron Gordon, points lines, 250 to win 490. So it's locked in. We're ready to go. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.